It has not been a good couple months for Diddy. Hey guys, if this is the first time you've been here, I am your boy Poe Theory. Unless you've been on a rock, it would be impossible for you not to know what has been going on with him. We'll be discussing Diddy and all of his SA accusations, ranging from Cassie all the way up until now. If you grew up in the 90s like I did, he was that guy. He produced like major hits and had some of the hottest artists from Biggie, Faith, The Lox, Mace. He essentially ran the 90s. So let's get into the mess. So on November 16th of 2023, a lawsuit was filed against Diddy by Cassie Ventura. In the lawsuit filed in Manhattan federal court, Ventura accused Combs of years of physical abuse, the R word, in their home and forcing her to engage in sex acts with male sex workers. The pair had an on-again, off-again relationship from 2007 to 2018. Ventura said in a statement that she was speaking up before the expiration of the New York Adult Survivors Act, a year-long suspension on the normal time restrictions for sexual assault lawsuits, which ended on November 23rd, 2023. A quote from Cassie: "After years in silence and darkness, I'm ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationship." The response to this was pretty interesting from Combs' lawyer. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as a blatant blackmail, Brathman said. So basically, after the attorney said that it was blackmail, guess what happened?
And just a day after music mogul Sean Diddy Combs was accused of sexual assault and years of abuse in a new lawsuit filed by R&B singer Cassie, word of a settlement overnight.
They settled the next day. I was seeing a lot of attorney influencers on YouTube to TikTok essentially saying that how Cassie's attorney, it wasn't just Diddy that they were suing. They were also suing businesses that he was connected to. So essentially, had she just sued Diddy, 9 times out of 10, that settlement would not have come about so quickly. Since she added businesses that he was attached to, people on the board of those businesses possibly or allegedly were essentially putting pressure on him to settle, which is why he settled within 24 hours. November 23rd, 2023, 2 more women accused Sean Combs of SA. On the eve of the expiration date for the Adult Survivors Act, 2 more women accused Combs of sexual abuse in separate lawsuits. Joy Dickerson-Neal, one of the accusers, accused Combs of drugging her, essaying her, and videotaping the assault after a date in 1991. Dickerson-Neal said the incident caused her to become withdrawn and that she was diagnosed later with clinical depression and dropped out of college. The other accuser, who filed the suit without revealing her identity, said that Combs and R&B singer Aaron Hall sexually assaulted her and a friend after a music industry event in 1990 or 1991. Also in the suit, the young lady said that Combs came to her house later on to silence her and choked her until she passed out. November 28, 2023. Allegations have an impact on Combs' business ventures. With the numerous lawsuits, Revolt, a cable television network, announced that Combs would be stepping down via an Instagram post. Rolling Stone reported on December 3rd that Hulu canceled an upcoming reality show based on Combs and his family called Diddy Plus 7. Also, 23 brands decided to sever ties with Combs' marketplace for Black-owned business. December 6, 2023, a woman accuses Combs and 2 other men of R-ing her when she was 17. The woman, who also filed the suit anonymously, alleged that Combs, his longtime producing partner, Harve Pierre, and an unnamed third man, trafficked and gang-R'd her in 2003 when she was 17. A lawsuit said Pierre flew the woman to Combs' studio in New York, where they gave her drugs and alcohol until she was too inebriated to consent. While at the studio, Miss Doe was gang-ard by Mr. Combs, the third assailant, and Mr. Pierre in that order. The suit also included photos of the accuser, which her face blurred in the New York studio. Combs denied the allegations. Of course he did. And then declared that he would fight for his name and his family on this Instagram post. Pause it so you can read it. But you know what they say, what you do in the dark comes to the light, which, let's be clear, like there was always rumblings, like Wendy Williams talked about it. Even now, you see 50 Cent going off about Diddy at every chance he gets. And you just see all of these big media personalities, Joe Budden, Charlemagne. Oh, we don't know. It's especially when you have the personality of just telling it how it is and you say nothing. Interesting. December 7th, 2023. Tiffany Red, singer-songwriter, defends Ventura in an open letter published in Rolling Stone. Tiffany Red is a singer-songwriter who became friends with Ventura in 2015 while working together. In December 2023, Red wrote an open letter in Rolling Stone to Combs, saying that she saw Combs verbally abusing Ventura after Ventura's 29th birthday party in August 2015. Red said the incident occurred outside a private karaoke room that the group went to after the main party. According to Red, Combs pulled Ventura out of the room, cornered her with his security team, and cursed her out with your hands in her face. Red continues on to say, I felt helpless. She looked afraid and kept looking down at the floor. I didn't know what to do. I was scared, Red said. February 26, 2024, Jones Jr. accuses Combs of sexual assault and drugging. Jones' suit filed on Monday lists several allegations against Combs. The suit also says Combs made Jones work in a bathroom while Combs walked around naked and showered. Jones accused Combs of grabbing his genitals without consent, attempting to groom Jones into having sex with another man, and forcing Jones to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts to the pleasure of Mr. Combs. See, this is the second time that the allegations of involving sex workers have come up between Cassie Ventura and then Mr. Jones Jr. Jones also alleges he was not paid for his work on Combs' latest album. I've seen a lot of people have the opinion that he couldn't get his money from the music, so he's just going to sue him for this. At the end of the day, if it happened, it doesn't matter the reasoning as to why he's deciding to sue now. If that happened, it was wrong and it should not have happened to him. It was illegal. So he should sue. Combs' attorney says Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday, she said in a statement to Business Insider. His reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. I'm gonna give my opinion about the lawsuit regarding Mr. Jones. There is more public fodder about whether or not Diddy is actually gay than the fact that he could be a serial essayer. Have we not progressed as a society yet? Or at least for that not to be the most salacious thing? In some part of the lawsuit, when they start to outline all of the allegations against him, homosexual acts was outlined as far as the allegations against him. So reading this lawsuit versus Cassie's lawsuit, you can tell that this most recent lawsuit is simply to be salacious. This does not mean that what happened to him did not happen, but you can tell whichever attorney drafted this for him, they wanted to get a lot of publicity around this. When in actuality, because of who Diddy is, all you had to do was keep it clean and clear because it was going to get traction anyway. When it comes to Diddy, it's really interesting to see such loudmouths that we've always seen say the most horrible things, especially like when it came to Meg. Everyone had their opinions when it came to Meg Thee Stallion and the Tory Lanez situation. But when it comes to Diddy, well, we don't know what we don't know. You know, none of us was there. I mean, if it happened, then yeah, they should get their money. But, you know, I'm just going to stay out of it. But you don't stay out of it on other things. Like, for the life of me, I just don't understand the hypocrisy of it all. Like, if anything, your silence makes us really feel like, wow, maybe did he really do this? I think we really have to assess how we view our relationship with our celebrities and our billionaires. I think it has a lot to do with us having the American dream, because we all want to envision ourselves to possibly have that amount of wealth. And because we envision ourselves of possibly having that amount of wealth, we feel like, oh, well, this is what could possibly happen if I'm rich. So I need to protect him, so that way there'll be someone coming behind me when I get my billions to protect me. But what if he's actually guilty?